Hello everyone. In this video, our group would like to present our research about Sharia issue on capital market.
My name is Muhammad Alif bin Muhammad Reza. My metric number is 42030000611. And today I will discuss about the Sharia issues on capital market, which is I will be present to you about the introduction part. So first, all business dealing must correspond to the relevant laws and standards of Islamic ethics as laid out in the Shariah. Any form of exploitation or unfairness on the part of any of the person concerned was prohibited by the Islamic system. The Sharia has suggested some principles and prohibited some behaviors in order to accomplish this goal. Therefore, all contracts are legitimate unless they contradict with the Holy Quran text or the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sunnah, or they contradict with the principle of Sharia. We are seeing the beginning stages of a long agriculture call to develop capital markets, including secondary markets for securities, investments that are compliant with the principles and precepts of Islamic Sharia as modern Islamic finance moves through the second decade of the period of transformation and innovation. A property can be an actual thing that exists in the present ayah, such as home, or it can be an abstract or generalized entity that is defined by an obligation, which is dain. So, when obligations to perform or pay are postponed, as well as when such obligation may be acquired, sold, or otherwise transferred, or are all impacted by the restrictions of sale of debt for debt. Any of the two counter values in transaction may be delayed. For instance, the price being paid or the product being delivered. The latter refers to a future sale where the things offered are to be given later against prepaid payment, whereas the former is a credit sale or by muajal, which is salam. So that's all for me. Thank you. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. My name is Shasha Akila Binti Samsul and my metric number is 420300121. And the objective of Sharia issue on the capital market firstly is to identify market that can provide reasonable security, make sure and fair transaction in the purchase and sale of securities. The secondly is to identify an orderly security market, part of the capital market that can provide educated marketability and price continuity for share. And lastly is to identify security, the stock exchange help in the orderly flow and distribution of the saving and between different set of capital investment.
Hi, my name is Tirudhu Hangran, son of Balakrishna, ID number 42030022261. And today I would like to present about literature review. The first one is background information. The Islamic capital market (ICM) functions as a parallel market to the conventional capital market in Malaysia. In ICM, market transactions are carried out in ways that do not conflict with the conscience of Muslims and the religion of Islam. Here, there is essential of religion law so that the market is free from activities prohibited by Islam such as usury, riba, gambling, maisir, and gharar. All the transactions must be adhere to the laws and standards of Islam ethics as laid down in the Sharia. Next, let's look at the discussion of sources. Islamic Capital Market (ICM) is here to raise funds, trading and mobilizing funds from one sector to another sector of the economy to ensure the humankind life. The conventional capital market will maximize the profit while the Islamic capital market has the objective, which is eliminate usury and also to develop Islamic economics and the global economy. So there is two main component in ICM, which is the debt market and the equity market. So, in conclusion, Islamic generally forbids all transactions that are solely based on luck and also speculation. Those where the rights of the parties to the contract are not clearly stated, and those that allow certain people to gain wealth at the detriment of others and could lead to legal action. Thank you. That's all for me.
My name is Nur Iza binti Osman. Matrix number 42030044041. I will talk about the main discussion of our research. Based on Security Commission Malaysia's SAM website, Islamic Capital Market (ICM) can be defined as transactions that are carried out in ways that do not conflict with confines of Muslims and the religion of Islam. Here, here is abstention of religious law so that the market is free from activities prohibited by Islam such as usury, gambling, and ambiguity. SCM is the biggest capital market and is playing the biggest role to gain economic growth in Malaysia. Investment instruments available in ICM are Sukuk, Shariah compliant securities, Islamic unit trust funds, Islamic real estate investment trust. The issue in ICM is a smaller market than conventional market. Based on ICM statistics from SPM, the percentage of ICM is decreasing from 2020 until 2022. The total size of ICM is increasing from 2019 until 2020-21, but had a huge decrease from 2021 until 2020-22. Meanwhile, in Malaysia, the total size of ICM is still lower than conventional market even though it's a Muslim country. So ICM needs to be promoted widely to get more people interested in ICM, especially in non-Muslim countries.
Hello, good morning everyone. The importance of the roles corporate governments plays has been recognized from the conventional as well as Islamic perspective. Conventional business world, many countries and international organizations have introduced world gradually amended to meet the needs of current corporate government issues. In this case of Islamic Sharia, corporate government is source of ruling is originated and based on the Islamic teaching. It has been highlighted that in order to make sure that the whole activities of Islamic finance industry to be Sharia compliant, it should be led by the Sharia board members with the support of the respective regulators, top management, employees, and all the parties involved directly with the industry. Capital market is facing challenges of Sharia government issues such as Sharia non-compliance risk, independence, conflict of interest and competency. Moreover, this sector is the backbone of the Islamic finance industry and so far there is no comprehensive Sharia government framework specifically in Islamic capital market in Indonesia. In light of challenges faced by Islamic capital market players, an important angle need to be addressed in the Sharia corporate governance framework and believe that introducing Sharia corporate governments will be able to overcome or at least to mitigate the challenges faced by Islamic capital market players. It is important for us to be aware that good Sharia and conventional corporate government has a significant influence on the development of Islamic capital market. The function is to enable monitoring and the overall performance of the corporation including the financial performance and Sharia compliance. Thank you.
In conclusion, the landscape of the Islamic financial service business was outlined in the research. as well as the function of the Islamic capital market within the broader Islamic financial service industry. The outcome of a survey performed with IOSCO, International Organization of the Security Commercial, members are selected internal party knowledgeable with the Islamic financial product and service are also included in the study. The goal of the report is to provide an informative discussion of the state of the Islamic financial service industry in general, as well as to assess the extent to which Islamic capital market products and services are offered in the various jurisdictions and to identify any potential regulatory issue arising specifically in Islamic capital market. Thank you.
That's all from our group. Thank you everyone for listening to our presentation. We really appreciate it.